HOA Karen enforces every rule, so I did too. My HOA board member started reporting violations for the tiniest things. My kid's skateboard was on our porch for literally 3 hours after school. I got an official notice saying, recreational equipment must be stored out of sight. This guy Marcus moved in 2 doors down about 3 months ago. Didn't even wait to see how things work in our community. Just immediately joined the HOA board and started power tripping. Before him, our HOA was pretty chill. They handled landscaping for common areas and that was basically it. Nobody bothered anyone. But Marcus changed everything overnight. My neighbor got a violation notice because her doormat was burgundy instead of brown or black. I didn't even know we had rules about doormat colors. Another guy got cited because his car was parked 3 inches over his driveway line into the guest spot. 3 inches. When I got the notice about my son's skateboard, I was honestly confused. It had been sitting there for maybe 4 hours max. He literally just got home from school and left it there. I walked over to Marcus's place to talk to him like a normal person. Asked if he could maybe just knock on doors for small stuff before sending official violation notices. You know, give people a chance to fix things without the paperwork. He crossed his arms and said, "Rules are rules. If I make exceptions, where does it end? The integrity of our community depends on consistent enforcement." I just stared at him for a second. This dude was completely serious. All right then. I went home and pulled up our HOA covenant on my laptop, all 47 pages of it. This thing was written in 2008, and I'm pretty sure nobody's actually read it since then. I made some coffee and started reading every single page. Turns out there are dozens of rules that literally everyone violates, including Marcus. His Ring doorbell? Violation. The covenant specifically says no security cameras visible from the street. Those cute seasonal garden flags that at least 8 houses have out front? Violation. Only US flags are allowed and only on specific holidays. Everyone's garbage bins sitting on the side of their houses? Violations. They're supposed to be stored completely out of sight in garages. The plumber 3 houses down who parks his company van in his driveway every night? Violation. No vehicles with commercial signage can park overnight in the community. Marcus himself had his boat parked in his driveway. Recreational vehicles must be stored out of sight. There were so many violations I started laughing. So I put on my walking shoes and spent 2 hours going around the neighborhood with my phone. Took clear photos of every single violation I could find. Made sure to get house numbers in the shots. Then I went home and started filling out the online violation report forms, one by one. Made sure every form was complete with dates, times, specific covenant section numbers, and photo evidence. I submitted about 30 reports over the course of a week. A few days later, our HOA president, Joan, called me. She's this sweet, retired lady who's been doing this volunteer position for like 15 years. She sounded absolutely exhausted. She asked me what exactly I was doing with all these violation reports. I kept my voice calm and professional. Said I was just making sure all violations get reported equally and consistently. You know, maintaining the integrity of our community. Rules are rules, right? There was this long pause on the phone. Joan told me that because I officially filed everything, they're legally required to send out notices for all of them. It's turned into a complete mess. Half the board members are getting cited now, including Marcus. People are furious and calling her constantly. I actually did feel bad about that part. Joan never did anything wrong. She was just trying to keep things running smoothly. But then yesterday, Marcus showed up at my door. He didn't yell or anything. He actually looked exhausted. Dark circles under his eyes. He asked very quietly if we could maybe find a reasonable middle ground going forward. I smiled at him and said, "Sure, that sounds perfect to me." He nodded and walked away. I haven't gotten any violation notices since then. Neither has anyone else in the neighborhood.